Hello there. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. And as I always say, if you're new, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. Speaking of new, I have been finding so many new scrappers lately online on YouTube, and I'm just loving it. I have to have scrapbooking videos on when I'm scrapbooking. Um, Although that's what kind of messes me up because then I spend a lot of time staring at the screen. But that's okay. I love it. I feel like we're in a room together scrapbooking, and that makes me so happy. But anyway, hope you guys are all doing well. I have just a few layouts. Again, I'm going to try to keep it to under 15 minutes, but I have some recent layouts that I did so they're not really part of this album at all. I just threw them on top here, and I wanted to show you those first only because I just love fall and I love how these turned out. I got a whole bunch, like I mentioned last time, over 500 pictures from not Walmart, from Costco. So I ordered them online and they were delivered for free. And although they said 19 cents on the website, they came to 10 cents each. And it didn't seem to be related to how many I ordered because one order had 300 photos, one of, you know, how you do the little albums. And my last one had 17 because I forgot a few from another time. So I don't know, 10 cents. That was damn good. Free shipping. I'll go for that any day. I don't even care that they're not open in store anymore. Anyhow, just if you're a Costco member, you would have received that notice. So here's a page, a combination of creative memory stuff, Echo Park stuff, and simple story stuff. And these thickers, which I really like, are American Crafts. For some reason, I think they're from the Amy Tangerines line. I'm not too sure. Oh, and I've been wanting to do this title forever. November or December, anything like that. So I love that, and it matched perfectly. So I'm so glad I got this one done. Oh, the only other noteworthy thing on this page, considering it looks like every other, as I always like to put myself down, what I did, I just distressed the, can you see that even? I distressed a little bit the cream colored background paper. And when you're distressing, I'm sure you know this, it looks so much nicer. You can actually tell you're distressing when you use that cardstock that has a white core. So I didn't in this case, but it's fine. Anyway, there's that layout. And then the next page, oops. Okay, the next page is, again, me trying to get a selfie. I'm so pathetic. I don't even know how to get a good selfie. I hate that. My daughter does. She is a teenager, though, so you will not see her in many of these pages because it's just not her thing. I forced her. My son is so accommodating, though. He loves Mama. He'll take pictures all the time. Um, but here's another very typical Vicky page, but this stuff is all from a very inexpensive, one of those hot buy paper pads from Michael's from last year or even the year before. The letters were on a 12 by 12 and they were just alphabetical. I think there were 2 sheets or 4, I can't remember, and I cut out each of the letters. And then just to bring some of the red from the journal circle, I threw that word beauty in there. And then everything else, these little strips here, can you see the little gold? So those, and also these little things at the bottom, those are also from the pad. It was a page of strips, so I cut them and I placed them and I called it done. Really nothing much to it. I mean, these are very simple. Very simple. Anybody could do this. And here is, again, my favorite thing to do. I say it all the time. I love grid layouts. I love doing them. I love looking at them. I love how they turn out. I love all the little embellishments you can add. I love that I'm using my little scraps of paper. Everything about it makes me happy. So these little things, so the thankful and the gratitude and the memories, that is from also that paper pad. And I punched them out. They had scalloped edges, but I punched them out with my Creative Memory circle punch, and they fit perfectly in here. So I did that. I added a little color, and I like that my kids, they're wearing like citrus colors, but kind of like fall. citrus, and it looks so good. Um, because there's like fall's not all that colorful in terms of bright pops of color necessarily. It's more like the subdued colors, but these colors are perfect and picked up on everything that I was using. So, which actually is a bit backwards because, of course, I picked stuff based on my colors in my picture. You know what I mean. But anyway, there's another one. And yeah, just used up a bunch of older stuff. This paper is literally ancient. This is like a, if you can see it underneath, it's a Creative Memories paper from eons ago that I just used. So good, it's done. So after this, there's going to be some, I pop into Christmas, my cat wearing her Christmas outfit. So you'll see that another time because I haven't even done it yet. But this now brings me to my, so another miscellaneous album, which is Black Creative Memories. And this was back in 2018. So we had just recently, what did I write about here? Oh, about the epic storm we had. See, how the heck would I remember that? I said, finally, good weather. A week earlier, we had an epic ice storm, which surprised us all. Schools were all closed. I worked from home, and the roads were disastrous. So many homes lost their shingles because of this crazy wind. It was simply horrible. The worst part for me was having to miss my beloved Scrap Fest. Yes, convention in Kitchener made me so sad. See, again, journaling is lovely. This was 2018 April, by the way. I would never remember this. I love to journal. I will show you my notebook in the next video. I know I promised it before, but I'll show you exactly what I do. It's very simple. There's nothing to it. But when I'm journaling and putting my pictures down in my scrapbooks, there are things that I need prompting. Like I would never have remembered that this was then. So I love journaling. If you hate your writing, I would suggest you print it out or use an old typewriter to do it to give it some character. But get it down, get the words down. It's, to me, it's so much more than just who, what, where, when, why, how, all that kind of stuff. There's so much more to our stories than just that. So that's just me. I mean, I know a lot of you don't like doing it, but I can't not do it. I've done this in the past too, where I have many pictures, like of one person during a particular event. So I just call them out and do a little layout about them. And this is exactly what I did here with my little darling daughter. She hates these pictures, of course. This was years ago, and she thinks she looks like a nerd. I don't. I think she's adorable. But I did this where I literally just talked about Juliana. That's all. Talked a little bit about her, and I showcased her in the pictures and called it done. So there's not much to that one. Oops. Okay, so that's, geez. That part's done. Now we're on to another day. So we really played around a lot with our pogo sticks and our scooters and that kind of stuff that particular spring. And of course, I took many pictures of it because that's what I do, right? The irritating mother. This was fun. I like all the colors that I could pull out from the pictures and from our little Tim Hortons run there. Just kind of cute. Oh, and if you saw my little haul, it wasn't even a haul, it was just a few things I picked up. These are the ones I just picked up recently from Michael's, and the layout was already done. How many of you guys do this? Let me know. The layout was already done, but I added these 2 coffee cups, or Frappuccino, whatever the heck that is. I added those because they just seemed to fit perfectly. So although I was done, and although I am done my layouts often, when I come across something that I think will fit, I add it. So it's like the never-ending layout, right? Okay, so there's that. And then, oops, I have more of that day. This is us. Yes, corny, but this is us. So why not? I did a memory here. In my journaling, I did a bit of a memory, so it has nothing to do with the layout. I literally said, before we had our babies, Dave used to tell me how much he was looking forward to having his kids running to greet him at the door when he'd come home from work. He loved being a daddy and enjoyed all of the hugs and kisses from his 2 little sweethearts. It was beautiful to see. We were happy. So that's kind of just a heartfelt little note about something that I felt at the time. And I like that it's captured. I also love all the nice paper on here. I think this is all simple stories, I want to say. Very cute. And then, so there's another page. I really like this. I love the simplicity. I love white space. This one's so pretty to me. And again, it looks like everything else I've ever done. Really, it does. But I just love it. Like these little things, I popped that up on foam dots. You can't really tell. I backed the words with black. I used those huge black letters from Michaels. You know, nothing out of this world ever in my layouts, but just fun. And these I popped out, I circle punched them out of a paper that had them all, and they're kind of wonky looking and cute. And that's it. There's like really nothing much to say about this other than I'm glad it's documented. And let's see. Okay, so again, you know that I do many pages of one thing. That is no secret. However, I will tell you this. I have become way more selective in the last year or so. So let's say I take, I don't know, I'll just use a fake number. Let's say I take 100 pictures at an event. I'm not really lying because sometimes I do that. But let's say I take 100 pictures. I won't scrapbook all of them. I will really be picking and choosing just my top favorites. Here, I'll give you a sneak peek of something. See this layout here? With watermelons. My mother-in-law and I took so many pictures of the kids eating watermelons. I was going to have it literally span 3 pages, and then I stopped myself. So I'll put that back because that's coming up another time. I stopped myself and I just kept it to 1 page. I've got to start doing that more. And obviously back then, in 2018, I didn't, which is why I have this page as well. But a little bit I'm being hypocritical because also, if I really love the pictures, I will put them in. And I couldn't really, like, when I look at these, yes, they're very similar. Us together, us separate, scooters or pogo sticks. Yeah, scooters, whatever. But I wanted to use them all. So it's kind of one of those things that that's always on my mind. Am I putting in too much? Am I going to have too many albums? I already do have too many albums, but then what's too many? Blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. All right. So I am at 13 minutes. I'm not going to go on because these ones are for another time, but I wanted you to see those. I also want you to be aware that I bought myself on Amazon this damn thing. It is a tripod for phones. See that? It's lovely. It'll go on my table and it will record so that I can use both hands so that I won't make my dear friends dizzy. You know, that kind of thing. But I can't figure out, I literally can't figure out how to put my phone on it to properly capture everything. So I have to play around with that. Of course, if I asked my kids to help, they would probably figure it out. I might just do that. But I'm like, I don't know how to figure out putting my phone on it properly to show, like, you know, when I do that flip thing, I don't know how to do it. So anyway, no, I don't have a flip phone, just in case you're wondering. I'm talking about the selfie view and then the regular view. That's what I'm talking about. Good Lord, I'm talking too much. How about I let you go? And I will have another video for you soon, I promise. Thank you so much for watching and coming back and being awesome. Take care. Ciao for now.